Good afternoon, people. PJT, rate my beer, and something a little bit different. Basically, we've got. What are you laughing at me for? I think she's pickled, people. She's been on the old.
No,
No, right. We've got Vocation loaded up in the machine. We have a can, although I only took it out. It was a little bit of a mess up. We've got 7 degrees in there, or so it's saying, but it's programmed to go lower, which makes no sense. We've got the can as well. But the interesting thing here is, when I was down the bottom the other day looking for something, I found a real old one, as you'll have hopefully seen from the thumbnail. Now this was Manchester Marble Brewery and Vocation. So I didn't do any research because I thought it might put. The only thing is this can, I don't know if you'll be able to see the date, expired 2 years ago. Yeah, vegan, 330ml, tropical pale ale with a hazy, heavy doses. Oh, they've even changed the wording. Interesting, eh? But you know, it's one of your favourite kegs, isn't it?
It's a beer that I really do like.
Oh, but you know what? For a hazy pale, I'm quite into it myself, but it's one of them 5.7. If I drink fast, I'm going to get hurt by her underkeg.
This one can catch up with you rather quickly. I am interested to see what this one that's out of date's like, because people often ask the question,
yeah.
Oh, this beer's gone out of date, can I drink it? Majority of the time, they're absolutely fine. But this one has been in our shed.
Yeah, so this hasn't even been chilled. This has just been in the shed that could have got really hot. It's a bit of a gamble, but
yeah.
I just thought,
we'll be interested.
For argument's sake, obviously the keg does have an edge on the can. But what's that one? You know, did they change it a lot? Did they change it? Who knows? It might pour out and be a load of crap. But in a can, 9 times out of 10, they're all right. We did a live once some time ago now, and we were drinking beers that hadn't even been stored properly.
Yeah.
And I think we had one dodgy one, or was it after the live? I can't remember, but
there was one particular one that wasn't
just
right,
didn't taste right. But that was in a bottle. You know, I was going to use the ALDI machine for the fun of it to give the proper draft experience, but I thought on this occasion, no. Okay. Well, I can go and get it if you want.
You can put it in if you want.
Maybe you give that the draft mix. Give it a little booster. I don't know. Do you want me to get the machine?
Yes, go on then. Go and get it.
Right, I'll go and get the machine for you. Anything you want. Your wish is merely my command. Right.
I don't think it makes a great deal of difference, to be fair. But like Paul says, if that one's lost a little bit of life from being chucked around down in the shed for a while, it might help it.
So we are going to give it the draft effect. I got a bit pounded for the original review of this, but for me, it's £25 well spent in it. So you're going to do this while I pour the draft. You know what to do with this, don't you? You just chuck the can in the bottom.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it a go.
We'll give it a go. How many help is only here? Don't worry, people. I've got
So we're going to do this little can in there, yeah?
No, do that one for it first.
You want that one?
Yeah, you know why? Because that one's dodgy and we have to clean it out. Clever.
Yeah, that's
right.
good.
And I'll pour the draft.
Guide that into there.
Yeah.
Put that in there.
Get that into there. And then you've got to get the click, which I'll... Oh, hold on.
You got it?
Yeah, that's got the click.
That's got it. Okay, that's glass you're using. I'm going to give this a go. See how it turns out.
Yeah. It should just turn on. Yeah, there you go. And this is giving the $24.99 draft a la experience, s'il vous plaît, as they say in Paris de Rome. I'll do the draft here.
Yeah.
That looks all right. It's just a little bit slow, isn't it?
I was going to say that does trickle out.
It's not the fastest. It's not the fastest pour in the world, shall we say? Tiger, no, because of my camera.
You'll be long finished that one before I've done this one.
It's all right. Time is just of the essence. It's worth it to put 2 through it. Remember at the end you've got to back head it, which we didn't know when we did the original video. that I took a pound in for. That hit it to get it that little bit more lively. To give you that actual pub punch. You know, that does work, doesn't it? Oh.
No, it's still coming out.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
there we go.
Right.
Okay.
So that's one down. Might as well put that through. So they do look similar, don't they, them? And I'll tell you what, do you know what? People can say what they like about that machine. For $24.99, it's a bargain. That's a proper peg. And you've got to remember, a lot of the time, you pour these cans out. Now, this one is going to have its work cut out for, isn't it? Do bear in mind, this is, as we say.
Not getting any nasty whiffs to it. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all. You can see that there's a light.
All right, I'll see you.
There. I'll tell you what, as I say, that head, it's not that far away from that. It's a thick. Oh, you want that in the way a little bit. And remember, this one, bearing in mind, is 24 months out of date.
Not looking too bad so far.
Looking well alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
No, I'm trying to have a sniff of it.
I didn't like that look. You see, I cleaned the glass well. Yeah. Not quite the same head, but it's getting there. Do you know what? And that is, it's a little bit. It looks a little bit different in the colour, but for 24 months out of date, Dave, you have your perfect draft. What a machine, eh? That's handsome, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, people, look at that. That, for me, for that amount of time out of date, and it has got a proper head on it. It doesn't look...
Yeah, it's darker, definitely.
Yeah, remember the brand might have changed over the course of time. It's better you looking from that side, because I'm not going to see... See, that for me looks different to them two.
The lightest.
Yeah, I could
These
go
two are
on with
quite
that.
close in colour, and that one is darker.
Yeah, so it looks like that one to me, but I'll tell you what, they look pretty similar, don't they?
Yeah, not looking bad. Let's go in for a sniff of these.
No, I'll let you do
Yeah,
it.
that smells lovely.
I'll let you, you're the expert with the old sniff test rather than taking...
Oh, that can smells a little bit more like coconut for me. You're getting those real tropical vibes from this kind of pineapple and citrus fruit, that kind of thing. That one, I'm getting a lot more coconut.
I'll have to try now.
It smells a bit vinegary. I thought that I could smell that when I was pouring it. I don't know whether this one is going to be all right to drink. I will take a swig of it, but it's smelling a little bit vinegary for me, and that is usually a sign it's not going to be very nice to drink. Okay.
You might as well go on that one first, mightn't
yeah, just in case I need to wash it down now.
It's one of them things. It is 24 months out of date. Just because it smells dodgy, don't mean to say it is. Don't smell that vinegary.
It's a tad smelling, but I tell you what,
There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe a little bit.
on the aftertaste, I'm getting
aftertaste,
something a little bit musty.
But that's not that bad.
Not too bad.
So there you go.
Okay, so
It's not along the level, but
there's something about the aftertaste that's a little bit musty.
it could have been. Yeah, I know, but it's not. If you didn't have it up against these two, you'd drink it and get on with it. You would as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's a lot fresher. You're going to really notice the difference once you take a sip of that.
Yeah. Fruit explosion.
Yeah, and that is a proper fruit bomb in there.
Yeah.
Real tropical vibe to it with these pineapple hints. Citrus I'm picking up on.
It's absolutely lovely. It's
Maybe even stone fruit or something like that.
It's a cracker of a cake, as we know.
Really, really beautiful. For you, those of you who like your tropical tasting fruits, and you haven't tried this, you will.
Creamy, and it does deliver.
It has got a slight bitterness on the end, a dryness to it, but I think that just balances off the fruit.
The head note is held just as good on the ALDI
so
one.
let's go in.
I'd like to say I got pounded for that review, especially on Facebook, and I just thought, well, hold on a minute, it's 25 quid for Father's Day next Sunday. This ideal.
Can taste good. It does taste good. I would say probably the main difference is the fruit is just really, really juicy and bursting out. This one. This obviously still has those fruit flavours, but they don't feel quite so predominant.
Yeah, well, the can was out of date as well.
By how
I don't
far?
know, only by the 3rd 24, which was weird because
yeah,
we didn't have it that long, did
no,
we? I don't know. It hasn't been here that long, has it? It's
yeah.
a few months, but
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to risk drinking anymore.
no, I can't give it to the dog. I can go down the old.
Yeah. Really creamy. It's got a real creaminess, a smoothness to it. You've got a light to moderate carbonation in there, and the bubbles are quite soft on your tongue.
It's one of your favourite
I
cakes,
really
isn't it?
do like it, yeah.
I do like it though. I like Vocation's Life and Death as well, which I said before, but that's 6.5. That's getting along that heavier level. You know, I'm good with drinks around the 5% mark. You start going up a level, and if you're caning it, you're going to get problems.
Yeah, I think once you get past that sort of 5.5 stage, they're getting too heavy to session, and really just end up getting yourself in a bad way.
Basically, you end up getting hurt, don't you, without knowing about it.
This one especially is, you just, alcohol to it, just, it's lost in it, isn't it? It's lost in the flavours and the fruits.
Complete fruit explosion, and that is what gets you with them, isn't it? They do deliver.
That really does leave a nice aftertaste as well.
The can's not quite. There is something more, and we've said this before.
It's slightly more creamy. That creamy velvety kind of
more
smoothness, and the fruit for me is just it just feels a little bit fresher, a little bit more vibrant.
Are we going to try this one more time?
You can.
You put me right off looking at me like that.
My nose doesn't lie.
I thought you were Pinocchio.
It was all right on the first taste, but on that aftertaste, I was just getting something a little bit musty tasting at the
I don't
end.
think it tastes bad now. I've had a couple of sips of that. It's not as good, no way. But it don't taste off. It just tastes. It tastes like over the course of time, maybe they slightly changed the recipe. Obviously, as you know, you saw the can earlier. It's in the machine there. It is different, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, no, something in the aftertaste I'm not liking. It's a little bit musty.
But yeah, the keg was always going to win, and that's always going to be the way, isn't it?
That is just absolutely amazing. Every time I take a sip of that, the wonderful taste that you get, the explosion taste you're getting in your mouth, and then the aftertaste is just really lovely.
That is, it's just, like I say,
that is definitely
5.7.
Like I say, if you like those kind of fruits, your pineapples, your citrusy fruits, a hint of a little bit something softer like stone fruit in there, with a dry, slightly bitter finish. It's, yeah, that's a well recommended cake for me.
Yeah, and obviously you've got to get it on deal because it don't come cheap now, as we know. But it's one of them that, remember, again, it's a supermarket keg for me, but it's got an edge. Is it worth the extra? That's the big question. For me, I go back to the time when we all brought these machines. We brought these machines because, you know, it was better on keg, and there was loads of kegs that are not available in the supermarket. And then if you look at the latest Blade release with Cruz Campo, which is an absolute joke, hence me panning it, but that does deliver on a keg, and that is superior like a Franzkeiner is, a
It
club
is.
used to be. Let's
is.
not go down about them lowering the ABV, because as Joff rightly pointed out quite recently, there's Northern Monk, there's, as we know, Brewdog. Well, you expect no different with Brewdog, do you? But they're lowering them, you know. Vocation haven't gone along that road yet. Who knows? A lot of the big ones will. At least, you know, saying Hackney Church Brewing, they'll never knock the ABVs down.
Personal guarantee that they would never ever do that to any of their beers.
Maybe they go higher, but certainly won't go lower.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I say, you have to get it on discount to make it viable, because otherwise it can get expensive. Is it that much better than the can? It is better, but is it that much when you get the cans on a deal a lot of the time?
Yeah, I think price is probably what would affect a lot of people when they're going to make that choice.
For me, if you've got your mates round, you want to act flash, yeah, you're going to go for the keg.
A nice keg, yeah.
And then give them cans when they've had a few. No one would notice much
And then
difference after a few.
Yeah, but once you've had a few of those,
It does deliver, as I say, and it is better, but is it that much better? It's a tough one, that. Isn't it? Right, I think we gabbled on enough.
We have.
We're not going to argue over who gets this one, for a change.
That won't be going down soon.
All there. Right, thanks for watching. Bonjour.